Matthew chapter number 9, verse number 31. But instead they went away and talked about him throughout the district. Verse number 31 packs so much in it for a seemingly innocent verse. And it's reflected over here in Mark. You can read Mark 1 and 45, Mark 1 and 44. We are going to read Mark 7 and 36. Yeshua ordered the people to tell no one, but the more he insisted, the more zealous they spread the news. We can see here where Christ repeatedly asked the people, insisted that the people do not go bragging about him. Don't go boasting about him. But the scripture said the more he talked about it, the more the people blazed it abroad. Now, let's take a look at this. What's going on in a person when they can do a good deed and are just not satisfied? How come they think that they have to be fulfilled by other people's accolades? They have to feel satisfaction when others brag on you and when others boast on you. What's really going on in that person's psyche? What's going on in their spirit? Is it a sense of loneliness or something missing? Is it a sense of unfulfillment? We have to remember, Satan offered Jesus all the world and their kingdoms if he only would fall down and worship him. And Jesus rebuked him sternly with the word. But what about us? The moment anything good happens with us, we want to say, extra, extra, read all about it. The Lord used me to help an old lady across the street. You should help old ladies across the street. But you shouldn't go and brag about it. You shouldn't go and boast about it. Because if you are, the scriptures already say you have your reward. But then that's letting you know that's a scribe and Pharisee's spirit of hypocrisy. It's the underlining motive. Jesus constantly stayed on his disciples, constantly talked to them. Christ so many times told his disciples, don't try to be the greatest. They argued. They had so many debates about which one of them was going to be the greatest. And Christ was trying to tell them so many times, don't worry about that. That is the wrong spirit. Who will be the greatest? Who is the greatest? That's sin. That's self. And that's what this same spirit is. The minute you do something, it's an exaltation of self. It's a Luciferian spirit, of where Lucifer said, I will exalt my throne above the Most High. I will be like the Most High. This little innocent verse carries so much meaning. God, we bless you and we thank you. We ask that you have your way and help us to be humble, help us to be meek, help us to be lowly. Help us to have the mind of Christ. We thank you for helping your servants everywhere, all over the world. The ones that may be going through, the ones that may be tortured, the ones that may be suffering, the ones that may be in war-torn situations. We thank you for helping and strengthening them. Thank God.